who's taking the stand.
It is I, Orlando, headed to the stand, getting sworn in, ready to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me, Alf.
Alf?
Yeah.
Okay.
Calling on an alien help.
Calling on a higher power. All right, let's see here. We got 3 questions from the room. We got 5 from the audience. You can text them in 888-429-0941 or call. Who's first?
I'm first.
All right.
Okay, Orlando.
Yeah, that's my name.
Orlando.
Orlando.
Oh, if you were having a really big event for you, like a birthday celebration or something like really important where all your friends, your fam are there, people you're really trying to impress are all in the building.
Yeah.
And you have to pick one of the wild DJs to spin and one of the wild personalities to host.
Ooh.
And they have to do an amazing job. Who are you picking?
And it's what kind of event?
This is like the biggest party you've ever thrown.
It's
for
a
yourself.
party.
Yeah, it's a party.
Maybe it's like a 50th birthday party or something.
It's a party. It's not an event, though. Like, it's not like a mayoral event.
No
or
mayors
like,
are
this
involved.
is where we
This is
turning
like
up.
your closest people to
Everybody,
you.
we turning up.
Professionally
Personal, all
labeled people, friends from way back in the
Okay.
day, from Gary, whatever.
If I'm picking, one of the DJs and one of the personalities to
Yep.
host. Wow. If DJing, oh man.
Oh, it's as easy.
That's gonna hurt. Oh
I
man.
want to answer this one.
DJing, really?
Yeah, I like this
Okay,
question.
well, yeah, you might have to go around on this one then. DJing, I'll pick King JB.
Nice.
And hosting, I pick Buckwheat. Bumpy got to be the host.
Oh, man.
I mean, because he's gonna get grandmamas moving. He's gonna, yeah. That'll probably be the two.
Can we make this happen? Because that sounds like a fun
That
party.
sounds fun.
Right. Who are you gonna pick?
You got it, man.
Those
Both.
two?
Yeah,
All right, okay.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's probably both. All right.
That's good.
Okay. All right, Meredith, you up next.
So you've been married once before.
Yes.
Do you ever see yourself getting married again in the future?
Nah, not really. I mean, I've done it, and I put it this way: the way that the way that I saw marriage as a kid growing up, and they're like, I've done that, and now it's like that fairy tale ain't really in my head no more. And I'm happy for everybody who's doing it right, but yeah, no, that's not me.
You retired from marriage?
Because we don't have to. I mean, we've already talked about this. Like, that's not, nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
I don't think. I mean, somebody got to say yes. I don't think anybody's saying yes again. I done told too much. So, all right. That's no, not getting married.
Okay, Orlando. You've had a pretty successful career, been around, done a lot of things. I want to know, knowing what you know now, what advice would you give to your 18-year-old self?
Ooh.
If you could go back in time, give a little hint, something. What would you say to set up future Orlando?
There's probably a lot.
What would I tell 18-year-old Orlando?
Yeah.
I would tell 18-year-old Orlando, watch your credit.
Out of
The
everything.
the credit thing was like, because that was the one thing that it was a good limit because it kept me from balling way crazy out because people wasn't handing me money.
Yeah.
But when my dad told me don't get caught up in credit, I thought he was trying to limit what I could do. And so when I went to college, they gave you credit cards.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think he knew about this. And they gave me I had 10 different credit cards, and then I got all in debt and crazy. And my dad was like, I told you. I was like, but yeah, I thought you was hating.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be like the big thing. And then on top of that, because everything else I did pretty good. Like, I didn't go out and get girls pregnant. I didn't get any diseases. I didn't do any of that. My stick and move game was nice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I didn't really get in any trouble,
Yeah.
and I didn't do anything bad. So that aspect, when most people would have some sort of lesson, I followed the right mentors. I did everything so it really was the credit thing. Because even my mentors were like, damn, your credit is jacked. I'm like, yeah, I got this deck of credit
The way my
cards.
bank account set up.
The way it's set up, whatever. So, all right. So, yeah, so we got those knocked out. I still got 5 that come from the audience.
Yep.
We could roll into those if we got text because we can get that in because we still got a break in 4 minutes.
Okay.
So, Let's see, 888-429-0941 for the audience, text or call. What we got?
Orlando, do you regret hiring any of the other freaks? What about any of the other on-air personalities? Lastly, is there something you feel is lacking?
Do I regret hiring? No, because ultimately, if I don't want people here, then I can find a way for them not to be here. Like, I mean, it's like, that's kind of part of that whole Chief 10 votes thing. Is anything lacking? I don't think so. I mean, I think we cover. I mean, like if you look at us like a Reservoir Dogs walking across the street, like we had everything covered with all of our personalities, and plus we got people in the stables that's ready to come on and get their shine. So I think we got a good Crayola box full of personalities in there.
Good mixture.
I mean, I do think that like out of something that's missing, because Meredith doesn't let out the TV shows because she thinks we don't like them. Because when Davi hate on them and I hate on them, she won't talk about them.
Mm-hmm.
Like The Bachelorette.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff
I love
like
all
that.
stuff.
And it's like, and we hate it. So because we hate it, you don't include it. And I'm like, yo, you can mention it because ladies out there mess with it, but we hate it.
That, the Real Housewives, the
that
Kardashians.
Real Households, all of them. I'm like, we hate on them, and so she don't throw them in. I do notice that. But it's all good. Like we're covered.
All right, we got a text right here. Oh, it says, excluding yourself and your lateral counterparts.
Lateral.
That would be
That's
us.
y'all? Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Excluding yourself and your lateral counterparts, who is the most overpaid / overvalued employee at Wild?
Oh, my God.
Jesus. Overpaid, overvalued?
Yep.
Davi is...
We're excluded.
I mean, what's funny? Let me tell you. Now, this is funny because of the earlier question. I would think, based off of what we do, which is speaking into a microphone to be air personalities, if we paid by the word, I think Buckwheat is way overpaid because half of the words he uses are not words. And it's more of him just making noises and stuff, but it's funny. And so if we pay him by the word, I think Buckwheat probably owe us some change.
Oh, my God.
I mean, he turns up and everybody loves him, but it's like, yo, what did he just
It
say?
is. It's amazing that he's in like a job with
he's
verbal
in a communication job.
Right, yeah.
Like, I mean, I guarantee if we send him off somewhere to be the representative in like, the Radio Olympics, they'll think we was joking. And then they'll be like, look at his ratings, though. Like he has bomb ratings, so yeah.
I have one for you.
All right, what you got?
Name one ex-girlfriend that you wish you wouldn't have dated, even if you learned a lesson. What was so bad about her?
Ooh.
What was so bad about her? Let's see. An ex-girlfriend who I shouldn't have dated. Man. I mean, there was one, and then when we came down here, we kind of like patched things up because that was the girl I had the restraining order against.
With the baloney?
Yeah, her. She baloneyed my car. Which I'll tell y'all, if you put baloney on a car, it'll leave circles if you let the sun cook it into the paint. So I had a polka dot Prelude. But she's on my good side now. Who I wish I did not date. Honestly, everybody I dated was all stars.
Oh,
I really, honestly,
nice.
I mean, she was the one that I was like, yo, that was really kind of nasty. I mean, my ex-girlfriend from LA, Sandy, is like the one person who I don't speak with. It's because she's so messed up that we didn't go further, that she just stopped talking to me. And it bothers me to this day that she can't, like, because we go to different things where we're supposed to be there together, but she'll have set it up with the person, like saying, hey, when is he coming?
Oh.
Because I'm coming later. Because we can't be, like, I know,
In the same
me and her
room?
brother rock with each other because her brother's a DJ, and he's like, yeah, but we know not to mention her.
Wow.
So it's like, that's the one ex that I don't have a relationship with.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've never known that
So,
before.
yeah, that's the one that moved out here from LA.
All right, I got one. Oh, I'm just going to read this word for word how it came in.
Oh, wow, really? That's your disclaimer?
Yeah, this is my disclaimer.
Okay.
Orlando.
What number are we on right now?
This is number 4. So
Okay.
this one
So
and one more.
I still have a.
Yes.
Okay.
Get it ready.
All right.
It says, Orlando, why doesn't that other Negro that used to work on air with you, why is he no longer there?
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that one go.
I'm just reading what came in.
I'm gonna let that one go on all kinds of reasons. I don't want to repeat it. I'm gonna let that one go.
See, that would sound different if I read it, so I'm happy you
Oh,
did.
man, for
Have at
sure.
that one, Dobby.
Yeah. Me and you'd be out.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna let that one fly. Right, that one. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
congratulations. Are you done?
No,
No,
I
he's
think
got
so.
one more.
Oh, I got one more.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, what
There's
what
one
else
on
we got?
text. I like it.
Run
I
it,
like
Mark.
it. Go ahead.
Okay.
What decade do you think hip hop was at its best and why?
I think hip hop was its best in the 90s.
Why is that?
90s hip hop was dope because everything was covered. 80s was purist when it was like, yo, this is what we do. This is the New York. This is from the parks. 2000 was all about the money and counting the album sales and everything else. And right now, I don't know what the hell we call it. But the 90s, you had everybody from the Eric B's and Rakims, and you had everybody from the Boogie Down Productions. And then you had the Heavy D's and the Chubb Rocks, who was just the fun dance rap and stuff. So you had a mix of everything in the 90s. Even when we started Wild in 98, you had the Master P's and you had all that. I mean, you had every element crushed because everybody felt like they had West Coast, East Coast, South, Outkast, everybody was in. 90s was it. It was lit, Look at I Love the 90s on MTV or that 90s on CNN. You'll see 90s was lit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was pretty much the best one.